And we're live.
Welcome back, everybody, to Oatmeal and Chaos, featuring Riley as Stellara.
Hey, what's up? I'm Stellara, and I play Riley.
And our GM, Astrid.
Hey, what's up? I'm GM. I'm playing Astrid.
And playing Alex, it's Basil. Hi, everybody. I'm Basil. I'm playing Alex.
All right. So, the last we left off, you guys had quite an encounter. Let's see, you made your way back up to the surface from Clover's Grove. You found an inn to sleep in, despite Stellara wanting to sleep on a roof.
Or in the dirt.
In the dirt.
Yep. You then return to the Cathedral of Lathander to speak to Father Lorenzo and asked him for a favor in exchange for helping the kids. Basil was bound through magic to follow through on this favor. Stellara was not. We'll see if that affects anything later on.
Mm-hmm.
You return to the medical ward where Father Lorenzo had tried to help the one who was there the longest. He at least started with that one. Unfortunately, it did not go well. There were red chain-like marks that appeared surrounding the students' arms. There was some kind of a spiral of symbols that wound around their scalp, and they started seizing. You both tried to hold them down. However, you fell into a strange vision of your past. Basil saw flashes to his homeland, to being on his ship, to working with the monks. He reached out to Lunala for help with what was going on. Seemed to respond in some way or another. And he, I believe he talked with Indra, who was one of the master monks there.
Mm-hmm.
Who was taking you through a kind of a calming exercise, and you were able to resist whatever pull was on this memory. Stellara, on the other hand, flashed back to the memory of when she had first heard Lunala, when she first started down the path of being a druid. Trying to resist it ended up not working as well for her. And it seemed that this... What was that?
So, yeah, it didn't.
Whatever this presence was seemed to almost pull all of the emotion out of that memory. You still have the memory itself, but it's more like remembering just any other day now, rather than it being like something special that had occurred in your life, if that makes sense. Basil had woken to see Father Lorenzo bleeding out of his eyes, nose, ears, trying to hold whatever magic he was doing, which didn't seem to be working all too well. And then he also saw Stellara with this twisted smile on her face, and tried to help her as best she could, or as best he could, best Basil could. I believe that's everything, more or less.
And then, didn't Stellara wake up?
Yes, Stellara woke up after that.
Yeah.
And
So we didn't know how the student was doing? Or...
so Father Lorenzo laid passed out on the ground. whatever magic he was doing stopped at this point as he was unconscious. Both of you had woken up. Stellara once again waking up to Basil directly over her, trying to help her.
Happens.
Happening a lot lately.
Yeah, we sure have.
Yeah. Yes, as you two were talking and checking on yourself, the nurse who was there didn't really have any idea what was going on, but the priest was unconscious and so started helping him, got him to his own bed and is now tending to him.
Oh, and I think I said something along the lines of, well, he's not going to be very happy that he promised to help out all the kids here in exchange for my favor.
Yeah, he's gonna have to follow through on that.
Yeah, just gonna take a couple rests in between each one, I guess. But
Well, the one kid that he did try to help is still unconscious. He has where there were the red marks across his arms are now faded into more. They almost look like shadows under his skin.
like sick tattoos.
Kind of more like the aftermath of a brand than
Like a scar.
a scar.
Okay.
Exactly.
And he's not showing any signs of improvement from prior to our exorcism.
No, he's not seizing anymore. So there's that.
Well, that was sort of a product of our trying to help, so I feel like the priest is going to get away with not doing more because he said he wasn't able to do anything.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have to. Yes,
Oh, right, character voice. Well, that was a bit of a roller coaster ride. Are you okay, Solara?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Definitely a roller coaster. That was a lot.
What happened to you?
Real quick, Astrid, would I know necessarily? Because I forgot part of it. Right? How much would I recognize happened?
So, I mean, you're fully aware of the vision you had of this memory. You remember that I don't think you're necessarily aware of exactly what happened to it, but you do remember that this used to be something really important to you and isn't anymore. Almost like when you remember as a kid, you remember that your 10th birthday was this whole big ordeal for you. And now you look back at it and it's kind of just another day. Sort of a thing.
Your imaginary friend was your best friend and you cared about it so much, and now it's like a faded memory.
Yep.
Gotcha.
I didn't have an imaginary friend, believe it or not.
You did or didn't?
I didn't, but I wanted to so badly that I acted like I did.
That's so funny. I remember wanting to so badly that I just made one up and was like, all right, this is him.
Yeah, or I was
that's what an imaginary friend is.
No, but I didn't actually believe it. I just wanted my parents to believe that I had an imaginary friend.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I had imaginary friends that I knew weren't real that I still did stuff with.
Oh.
I guess I'm not entirely convinced that when kids have imaginary friends, they actually believe that they're real.
Yeah,
I guess I could see that.
I didn't think people actually believed that they were real.
Like a small kid, like, you know.
That sounds like schizophrenia.
I mean, you're not. I don't think it usually shows itself in young adolescent children.
Not normally.
Young kids.
Hey, I'm not a psychologist. I don't know.
Fair
We
enough,
here
I
at
don't.
Or a
Oatmeal
psychiatrist.
Chaos do not have psychology degrees. I don't. What degree do you have, Riley? Do you have a degree?
I don't have a degree.
Oh, no.
Alex, do you have a
That's
degree?
fine. I do. In arts management, so not psychology.
And super pertinent to what you're currently working in.
Yeah, what a waste of money.
Anyways, that's what it feels like, Riley.
That
Gotcha.
whole conversation we just had.
Yeah. Including the arts management degree. It feels like you got one of those.
You got one and then you realize that it doesn't do you any good and you still have to get a job anyways, and so you just get a job in a different field. And you have that lackluster feeling of loss, like of a loss, but you just don't want to think about it too much. It's just like that.
I guess I would tell Basil, yeah, I had this, like, vision of something that, like, used to be pretty important, but I'm not sure why it did it now. Because it's not, like, that important. It used to be. And also, I think I got a degree.
Oh, interesting. I felt like when I was out of it, it almost felt like I was under attack, and that something precious to me was trying to be taken. But I think that when I beseeched Lunala, I think she was able to send some help and help me sort of calm my mind and sort of lock out whatever was trying to encroach in my memories.
Interesting.
This adds so many more questions to like our quest of figuring out what's going on with these masks.
Yeah, definitely seems... It might be related, though, to, like... This might be what's happening to them.
I think so.
Like,
And
exactly what they're going through, yeah.
I'm worried that like under the right circumstances that it could spread even, since it tried to like infect us in a way.
That could just be because we were messing with it, though.
True, but you know, university students mess around all the time.
Fair enough.
And who wouldn't want to like help their friend that's passed out around them, you know?
Makes sense.
You do see Father Lorenzo start to stir.
Oh. I guess I'll go walk over by his bedside. See if he opens his eyes or anything.
Yeah, I'll go with, I guess. Yeah.
So you go back to his bedside. He does He does seem to awake as you approach. He kind of is holding his head. The nurse is trying to assist him, trying to clean him up and make sure he's okay. And he's not really.
Okay.
He's a little grouchy. Not really having any of it.
Hello, Father. What happened back there?
I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. There's something. There's some kind of an entity that's tied to those kids. They seem to be almost indirectly bound to this, whatever this is. It's seems to be feeding off of them.
Do you think it's one entity for all the students or different ones for each one?
I believe it's just the one. This is something massive. Something incredibly powerful and well beyond my abilities. They're not. And he kind of looks a little confused and he's like trying to put his thoughts together. They're not directly bound to this being. It's almost as if they're redirected through something else. I can break this bond that they have with that object, with that device. But what was that?
Could it be the masks?
No, it's something else. It's something further away. I believe the masks were a conduit to create this bond, but are not what are sustaining it.
This sounds pretty serious.
Yes, I believe so. I could break the bond with this device, but I fear it would open them up to to be bound to this entity itself. And I fear that would be putting a curse upon them.
Well, if that's not a good option, then what would you say is the best course of action?
You two have been studying this, have been looking over this, whatever is happening here. Do you have any leads as to what or where something like this might be?
Yeah, there's a little suspicious sex cult that we were thinking about looking into.
We're out to the east.
They seem to
in the
have
desert.
ties to this.
It's the Carnival of Many Swingers. Or something.
That sounds about right.
Well, if you could find this device and destroy it, I believe that would sever the connection in its entirety. I can remain here and do what I can to ease the burden on these kids, but I can only do so for a limited amount of time.
Exactly, approximately how much time would you say?
A few days at most.
Okay. And how much time do you think the kids have to live?
with my assistance, at least that much.
Okay. So we wouldn't want to get sidetracked or anything. Still on. Hypothetically.
I'll try.
That never happens, but just hypothetically, we wouldn't want that to happen.
Yeah, as long as there's no hole, we're fine.
Well, Father, we know that took a toll on you, so we appreciate you putting in the effort and being willing to stay here and continue to help these young, poor souls.
Yes, of course. When I
We
strike a deal with someone, I always follow through on it. And he does. He kind of wraps his hands in a circle, and you see like a sparrow made of sunlight fly out of it, and out the door and beyond.
What the hell? That was pretty cool.
I was telling my associates at the chapel that I will be indisposed for at least a couple of days.
Well, if time is of the essence, I think Stellara, maybe we should start trying to get over there and figuring out what's going on.
I suppose we should.
Do you have one of the masks?
We do. We have 2 of them.
May I see one?
I hand him one wrapped in like a cloth or something.
He takes it from you and starts motioning over it and muttering something, and you see it start to glow slightly as he hands it back to you. This will, hopefully, if all goes well, will alert you to the presence of this device. It will track this, whatever this bond is between these kids and that thing.
Excellent.
It should assist you in finding it.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. We will use it carefully, and hopefully you will see a marked improvement in these children in the next few days.
Yes, wonderful.
And I think that unless Stellari have anything else to say, I think we could head out from here.
I think we can head out. I don't know what else we would need from him. Let's head out.
So you head out?
Cool. Yeah, I want to stop at a particular shop, if it exists.
Sure. What shop?
Is there an alchemist shop?
Yeah, there are plenty of alchemist shops.
Can we go to one?
Sure.
Maybe the less fancy one, more of like a little grungier one.
The grungy alchemy shop.
Yeah. Like I don't want the one on Main Street, you know.
Sure.
They're
What are you
overpriced.
what are you looking for specifically?
I am looking for a vial or canister of an acid that can dissolve like rock/metal, or at least pit it to destroy it somewhat.
So you're looking for an acid to destroy.
Like a hard thing that you can't just like hit with a sword.
Okay. You do know something like that would be relatively expensive.
What's relatively expensive?
Like
Relatively more than not expensive.
100
Like
plus
more than
gold.
the money that I'd have, probably. What was that?
100 plus gold, probably.
Oh God. Hey.
God.
You're looking for something that presumably you pour on a piece of metal and it just melts through it, right?
I mean, it doesn't have to be that dramatic. I want something that I can take to when we find this relic, I can like pour it on it to break it. I'm not getting it to like bust through locks or anything. Like maybe something that can disable like something that's magical. I'm just trying to think ahead. I just imagine like it's like a big stone thing or like a solid steel thing, and I'm like, how are we supposed to break this?
I mean, sure. You're able to find something that would at least partially weaken metal for, say, like 25 gold.
That would be nice, except I only have 14 gold. I think Stoller has even less than that.
Got 9.
That's probably the best I can do.
You know what? I still have 3 grenades, so
Yeah?
I guess I'll just have to use one of those, huh? I go, that's a lot more expensive. That's a lot more expensive than I thought. And, well, do you have any discount bins of potions?
Go! I love the discount potions.
You could return to the Crimson Crow.
I still got 3 discount potions.
Yeah.
I don't know what they do.
Okay, I don't remember how many I have.
I think we should just beat a bad person up and make them drink the potion.
I definitely want to drink at least one of mine at some point. I can't find where I wrote them down. It should be somewhere on my character sheet.
I mean, if you're gonna make bad guys drink them, you're gonna end up helping them.
I thought they'd be like bad and good.
Yeah, they could either be bad or good. So if you give a bad guy a potion, it'll end up being a good potion.
Oh, it's like if you give a mouse a cookie. Well, I say let's get back down to the Dryad.
Yep, Dryad.
And have her take us to the Carnival of Sex Freaks.
Carnival with many faces.
Carnival of Sex Freaks.
Do you want it to be a carnival of sex freaks?
No, not at all.
Okay.
That's just what we're convinced it is.
Okay.
Like we like without it ever happening, like gave ourselves a nat 1 on figuring out what it is. And we're like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a sex thing.
All right.
You okay with trying to get over there, Riley?
Yeah, I'm for that building.
Let's make some progress.
We kind of need to go there. So we're gonna actually do something other than just
What?
do a bunch of people.
That's crazy.
God.
Never.
Maybe we should take the slowest form of transport we can think of.
We'd get giant Galapagos turtles to carry us. And the kids are like long dead when we come back.
No.
You see like a
That's
street
your
crier
word,
on the ground. Discounted Galapagos turtles. They're slow, but they can carry a lot.
I'm gonna walk over to them. Hey, how much for a Galapagos turtle?
It's only 2 gold a day.
Oh, per day. How much is it to keep?
Oh, you want to keep one? Let me see here. He pulls out a flyer. Only 40 gold.
Hey, Basil, how much gold do you have?
I have like 13 gold.
Will you take 20?
Ma'am, I'm just here spouting the advertisements. You would have to go talk to the Galapagos turtle people.
Where can I find them?
God.
You can find them down on 36th Street near the Coliseum.
Would you mind showing me the way?
I have a job to do, ma'am. I can certainly point you that way. Just head that way until you see the Coliseum.
This is my friend Basil. He can stay here for the Galapagos turtles. Make sure, sell it to anyone, rent them out, like your normal rates. Obviously, can't change from there. And you can show me where that is.
Persuasion roll.
Yeah, give me a persuasion check.
I don't even want one of these fucking turtles.
Persuasion. 9.
Ma'am, as I told you, I have a job to do. If you would like to buy a Galapagos turtle, you're welcome to hit up the Turtle Emporium down there.
Basil, I know we have somewhere to be, and I know we said no distractions, but can we go to the Turtle Emporium?
We can't. We need to go. Let's go to our new friend who knows how to expeditiously get us to where we want to go.
Hear me out. Galapagos turtles are on discount.
Okay, here's my deal. Why don't we go do a quest, and when we get back, first thing we can do is go see the Galapagos turtle salesman.
Hey, Galapagos turtle salesman person, how long are they going to be on discount? Like, if I come back in like a week, will they still be discounted, or...
He looks at his flyer again. Looks like it's today only.
God,
Basil, we have to. We can't.
Why would we buy the slowest form of transportation still?
Because it's cute. Have you seen a Galapagos turtle before?
I mean, they are cute, but
Eh?
so are like fuzzy slippers and mice, and we're not trying to ride a mouse where we're going.
Okay, well, we already have a mouse here. And second off, if you want some fuzzy slippers, just say so. We can get you some.
Basil, give me an insight check.
Oh no.
He's like an assassin. That would be... Oh, also, Astrid, I forgot to tell you. I've been not using my proficiency bonus for the skills that I'm proficient in this whole campaign.
Oh
no. Well,
I only realized when we were playing the other campaign, I was like, oh, there's things to add to these? Huh.
Yes, so for any skill you're proficient in, you add... So for any skill, you add your modifier for that skill, whether it's wisdom, intelligence, whatever. And then if you're proficient in that skill, you add your proficiency bonus. And then, because you're a rogue, if you have expertise in that skill, you add your proficiency bonus a second time.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't doing that either. Because, so, like, for sleight of hand, I have
I thought you had, like, a +7 on that.
I have +10 on my sleight of hand.
You have +10?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that would be, what, +3 plus... You have a +4 in your dex?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that should be a +10 on your sleight of hand.
Well, maybe I baked in the proficiency bonus into these when I was writing them.
I mean, yeah, did you have a plus? You have a plus whatever next to each skill, right?
No, I just have a little star.
Oh. Okay, so for what is this? Insight. For insight, you add your, is that wisdom? Does it say
yeah,
WIS next to insight?
0. Yeah, which is 0.
Okay, are you proficient at insight?
No, not at all.
Okay,
So I just got a 6.
so you just got a 6.
Mhm.
Never mind then.
Laura, what'd you get?
I thought it was just you doing the roll. Was I supposed to do it?
Oh.
You can make an insight check if you want to, I guess.
Sure, I'll do an insight check. My insight is insightful. There I am. I'm very insightful. 19.
19.
Damn.
You feel Little Peep wrestling around on your shoulder, and they seem kind of angry that you're talking about buying a turtle.
Okay. I'm gonna grab Little Peep and give a little pet. And be like, hey, it's okay. I still love you. We just want more friends. It's okay.
They try to nip at your finger.
We won't get a turtle. Okay. Alright, Basil, it's decided. Let's get out of here.
Let's go see our friend again.
Yeah.
We do that.
So you head back down to the Dryad?
Yeah.
You find the hole again? You head back down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
You head into the grove.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a what do you mean carefully?
As to not disturb Clover.
I need both of you to give me a stealth check.
Oh no.
Oh god.
I am proficient in stealth, but I'm not expertise in stealth.
You don't have expertise in stealth? Oh,
no,
fuck.
I have a sleight of hand investigation.
Natural 20.
What?
I like that you added +0.
I got a 9.
Oh,
You
okay.
are
Okay.
lucky that Riley got a nat 20 and that you did not get a nat 1.
That'd be
Yeah.
crazy.
Riley, for once, maybe it's because you're on edge from the what has just happened. You're able to assist Basil in keeping him quieter than he normally is, especially after he was the one who said that we should go in carefully and quietly. But you're able to sneak in without issue. You don't hear a Clover trying to rain down poison on you.
That's
Love
always
that.
good.
You make your way to the Dryad.
Yeah.
You're able to get to her without issue. Hello, welcome back. It's nice to see you again. You needed
Okay.
assistance. You needed assistance getting somewhere.
Yes, and I pull out my map and I point to the big stone pillar in the desert.
That isn't quite a desert. However, it's more of an arid area. I can't get you directly to there. I can get you much closer, though. It'll still be a few
It's probably
hour.
for the best.
It'll still be a few hour walk to get you there.
That's okay.
Not that bad. At least it's not a few days.
Yeah, you're saving us a ton of time. I have a question for you.
Yes, of course.
So, obviously, we're incredibly thankful for your ability to get us out there quickly and efficiently. Like, is there any possible way for us to contact you to come pick us back up once we're done out there?
Do you have any way to contact people? So I do not.
Shouting.
Unfortunately,
So
I
hard to
don't
give
believe you'll
message
be able
for-
to shout that far.
I can shout pretty loud.
Are you gonna shout to demonstrate how loudly you can shout?
No, there's people sleeping in my house. And they would think something bad happened and come running down.
You can just say you shouted in game. You don't have to actually shout.
Yeah. I like shout annoyingly loud. Be like, see?
You both feel the ground shake as a big dragon
Oh no.
lands right behind you. Teeth snarling. Clover, easy. Dryad kind of puts her hand up to Clover. She's
Does
staring.
Clover have a favorite food? For 100 years, I think you'd probably know what her favorite food is, right?
You hear Clover respond, "Mangoes. I like mangoes."
Oh, fruit. We love fruit.
It's great.
Next time we're out, we'll see if we can find you some mangoes, okay?
She's still glaring at you two.
That's fine.
Doesn't look like she's going to attack, especially with the Darna there.
What if we just meet you back at a specific place at a certain time? And then you can pick us up then? Because I don't think we have a way to contact you.
Sure. What? When and where? Presumably where I dropped you off.
Presumably that, yeah. Basil, how long do you think we need to get there, do what we need to do, and get back?
I say maybe we gamble on 2 days. Like the when we arrive is like part of day 1. And then the second day, and then what time is it right now in game?
Mid-afternoon.
Maybe the morning, like we get there around the nighttime. We have all of tomorrow, and then maybe by the next day, morning to midday is when we try to get out. We have like a day and a half.
Oh.
What do you think? Or do you think we should do 2 days?
Let's just do the 2. Have the extra
2
time,
days.
don't you think?
So it's like 2.5 days. If we count today as just us getting to it, then 2 days there. And then you pick us up on the 3rd morning?
So, not tomorrow, not the day after tomorrow, but the next day.
But the following day, yes.
Yes, I believe I can do that.
Around midday, since it'll take us a few hours to walk back to where you drop us off.
Yes. I believe that would work fine.
I have a second question. This is just about how your spell works. If I got a terracotta pot and put a young sapling inside of it, and then you touch that sapling, and then you teleported us to a different tree, but then we walked with the sapling, could you teleport to that sapling later and pick us up exactly where we were? Since you knew where that tree was?
If you could bring a tree with you, yes. However, you would have to be able to walk through a tree. It would have to be a big enough tree that you would be able to walk through it.
Oh, okay.
It would also have to still be living, of course.
Of course.
So,
Or, like, look
if
at
we
the
get
diameter
like a
of
bag of holding or something like that, and we put a full tree in there, and we bring that around, could we do it that?
Do you think a tree could survive in a bag of holding?
Unsure, haven't tried.
Maybe if we put a bunch of water in it, too.
Yeah, we could put water and, like, cast
Dirt.
spells to give it sunlight, put dirt in there, like...
Well, I'm not
Also,
entirely
if we planted it
certain.
on the back of a Galapagos turtle and let the turtle start walking.
While I'm not entirely certain how exactly bags of holding work, it might be possible.
Just a thought. So,
However, do know that I'm not able to traverse between trees across different planes.
So we'd have to take the tree out.
Potentially, yes.
Okay. Well,
Do you think...
that was just a curiosity of mine. Well, I think
I can just imagine you guys carrying around a fully grown tree in your
Yes.
I do
backpack.
think we would do that 100%.
I feel like the leaves would be poking out as you're like wearing it.
I was literally just thinking that, like, just the shrubbery is at the top. It's like, it's getting light, photosynthesis, all that. Well, I think we're ready.
I think we are.
So, you're all good to go?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
And if we aren't there in the time that we're supposed to meet you, we either died or are running late.
But maybe come back the next day at the same time.
And if we're still not there, we're probably dead.
Probably dead.
Alright, fingers crossed that I see you again in a few days.
Fingers crossed.
Agreed.
You see her go up to a nearby tree and touch its bark, and you see energy pulsating through her arm as the tree almost like splits down the middle and opens up. And you see on the other side definitely not what's behind the tree, a very different environment, and in the distance, not tremendously far in the distance, a massive pillar of stone reaching up into the sky, or a massive pillar of earth reaching up into the sky.
Massive sky pillar reaching into the stone.
Massive pillar sky, stoning into reach.
Number 15, Burger King foot.
Number 15.
I can only hold this open for so
pillar.
long. If you would like to step through.
We run through.
Okay.
Yeah, we go through.
You run through. The tree closes up behind you. And you are now quite a ways closer to your destination, you do see it is a much more arid place, more like a plains more like a plains area rather than your standard green area that I don't know what it's called.
Montana, or
Yeah, kind of. The grass is more yellow than it is green. There are some trees here and there, but they're fairly sparse. And then yeah, in the distance you see this pillar.
Well, Stellar, you think we should just walk towards that big pillar?
Let's go to the pillar. She starts walking.
I do too.
Are you keeping an eye out at all or anything?
Sort of closed the whole way. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we're keeping.
All right. You can give me a both of you could give me a perception check.
That would be great if I could roll good. Oh, okay. That's not bad.
21.
That's a lot better.
Well,
what's your
perception?
what's your perception? You do know you can just add your perception in the roll.
Yeah, I mean, I had thought of looking at it before I rolled.
And also, don't forget to add your proficiency bonus.
if you're proficient in perception.
I am proficient in perception.
Oh.
So it's 3 plus another 3 for my proficiency bonus.
All right. Do you have expertise?
No.
Okay. So that would be a 19 and a 21. Nice.
Yo.
Eagle eyes over here.
Oh, also, Riley, you'll be happy to know negatives work now. In that. Because you guys both have negative modifiers.
I only have 3, so.
Hell yeah. I'm glad.
Just
Wow.
all my intelligence rolls.
Minus 99,995.
Let's go.
Not 99.
No, well, because it was a D20 minus 100,000.
Okay.
So, I guess that plus 21 is 9,974. So, Riley's eyes are still like back at the city, back at Faro, the original town you were in, with that far of a negative.
Hey, Basil, when do we get to see the pillar?
Oh, your eyes have teleported again. Oh no. I smacked the back of her head to make her eyes reappear.
Good work.
If the camera was on your face, you would see your eyes like rolling down a bowling lane and finally like coming into contact with your eye sockets.
Oh shit, there's the pillar. Thanks, Basil.
Anytime.
Yes, so pillars in front of you. You do see structures around it, especially as you get closer. You don't see anyone out of the ordinary. You are not on a road. You're kind of just in the middle of the plains. So you don't see too much in the way of like travelers or anything. You do see a number of a bit of wildlife. Like you see some jackals here and there. You see some other grazing creatures, some like wild horses. As you make your way towards the pillars, nothing seems too out of the ordinary. It does take.
I want to take a second to use the mirror of 1,000 faces and change my appearance.
Okay, go for it.
I do that. Oh wait, I have a roll for that, don't I?
Yep.
I haven't used it in such a long time.
There is a slash command now. If you just do a /, it'll pop up all the things, and it's like RPG mirror or something. Otherwise, I think it's just exclamation point mirror. One of the two. There it is.
Oh, I'm an avian bee-skin child. Slim child. That's a bird.
You see Basil take this mirror out of his pocket, look at it, and then all of a sudden you're walking beside this this bird folk with gray feathers, very small child. Looks at the mirror again. You're now walking beside a very old halfling woman. Looks at the mirror again. Now behind a...
No.
Now you're walking beside a kobold woman in her middle-aged, silver scales.
He's like super short.
Teenage gnome.
Halfling, gnome, kobold, halfling.
Child. Yeah. Another halfling.
Okay, here. This seems good. I just want something, like, relatively intimidating.
You now see, looking back at you, someone who looks, almost like you, but with pale blue skin. And instead of, you have black hair, Solara?
I think I did. Hang on, wait, I have this written down.
You almost see like an inverted version of yourself. Someone with pale blue skin instead of the dark purple skin, green eyes instead of purple eyes, long blonde hair instead of black hair, large curled up horns on her head.
Is this the one you're sticking with, Basil? Very good luck.
I thought so too. You know, we make a good pair like this.
I think right. We definitely do.
His voice definitely does not match this body.
Alright, what do you mean?
Do you think you could like keep this one too? Like we could just stay like this.
I don't think there's a time limit on it, is there?
Yeah, how long is it?
I don't think there's a time. I don't think I put a time limit on it.
For now, I'll stay like this. Since we're going to talk to people whom we don't know. And seem to be a little weird.
Are you gonna, is Stellara's just gonna stay as Stellara?
Should I?
I have some costume
Hand me
stuff
the
for
mirror. Hand me the mirror. Let me look at it.
Oh. Can it work for Stellara?
Yeah.
Find out.
Oh, yeah.
Can you hand it to me?
Mm-hmm.
Middle-aged kobold.
Do I want to be a kobold? What do I want to be?
Jet black scales, brown eyes.
How do I look, Basil? What do you think?
That looks pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
That looks pretty cool.
You've basically just like switched places.
Oh my god.
Basil has turned into an inverted Stellara. Stellara's turned into like an inverted Basil.
I suppose the little lizard guy would be the opposite of a little rodent guy.
Kinda.
Are you trying to do it again?
Oh no, I'm doing this one.
Oh, okay. What are you trying to do then?
I wasn't trying to do anything.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to do something. My mistake.
I like it.
All right. You two in your new disguises. It is getting. I probably should have said this first. It's getting kind of dark out.
Better to engage with these strangers.
All right. You finally make your way to the Carnival of Many Faces. You do have to kind of walk around the whole thing to get to like the entrance, because the entrance is on the other side from where you're coming from.
Is it fenced in?
Yeah, the whole thing is fenced in, going all the way around the pillar, which is a whole lot of fencing. There are a number of mostly in like mid to dark tones, not like the super bright tones that you would normally associate with like a carnival. Like tents and things. There are a couple of like stands and like more like wooden buildings as well. You see the direction you came from, you actually see like a whole host of like 20 or 30 like carriages that are all of different sizes and shapes. You get to the front entrance, and there is like a big metal sign that says Carnival of Many Faces with like the happy, sad theater masks on it.
Commedia dell'arte.
Something like that.
That was like originally the Commedia dell'arte symbol.
Was it?
Yeah. Because it was like two of the characters, I think.
Yep, exactly those. As you walk in, there aren't, especially with as late as you guys are, there aren't a ton of people here. But you do see this this woman, human, probably late 30s, tearing up and talking to a bigger man in a that has a relatively plain mask but a long nose on it. And she seems to be almost crying as they're talking. And you hear the man say, I'm terribly sorry about what happened. We are doing everything in our power to find your little one. I promise you, as soon as we hear anything, you will be the first one to know. If you would like to wait around and as we are searching the grounds. And he points over towards like a stall of like food stalls, or an area of like food stalls. Get something to eat, rest yourself, and we will alert you immediately once we find them. And she walks off, still crying a little bit. You see there are a number of carnies, about every single one of them in a very different mask. Some are more animal-like, some are more human-like, some are almost alien-looking, not like little green Martian, but like not alien, more like caricatures of human or animal. You see a number of stalls that have looks like games on them. You see a little further back, there seem to be attractions of some sort all over the place, and it seems to go around this, especially as you saw coming from the back, it goes entirely around the pillar. And the pillar's at the very center, stretching far, far, far up into the sky, like above the clouds. You can't even see the top.
That's a big pillar. I'm not
What would
sure
y'all
what
like to do?
Solara. What do you want
What
to
was that,
do?
Basil?
I'm not sure what to do or
Not
where to
too
start.
sure either. Do you have that mask? Let's see. Maybe we can play hot and cold with it. See if it's if
Hmm.
it's
You
got
do
Good idea.
see one of the
glowing
carnies
at all.
approach you. They're wearing a they're kind of slightly shorter than, I guess at this point, Basil, not Stellar, shortly shorter than Stellar's height. You see they're wearing a mask that has like very pronounced like cheekbones with red dots on them, and then the mask itself is like fully white and just slits for eyes and a slit for a mouth. Hello, welcome to the Carnival of Many Faces. We are getting ready to close now. We'll still be open for a little while. Are there any questions that you have? My name is Jax, by the way. I work here as a second to the head of the carnival.
Oh, nice to meet you, Jack.
Gotcha.
Jax. Jax. Jax.
Jack.
Jack kisses.
Does one have to wear a mask to attend the Carnival of Many Faces?
No, of course not. Only the people who work here wear masks. Sort of our sort of what we do.
Trademark?
We all wear, yes, trademark.
Okay. What was happening with that young lady over there? It seems like she lost her child.
Yes, unfortunately, sounds like she had her child had wandered off, and she's unable to find them. And we are currently searching the grounds for them. If you see a child who is by themselves, please report them to any of the carnies around, and we can sort that out. And we currently have a number of people searching for them.
Does that happen often, that children go missing from their parents?
It certainly happens from time to time. Oftentimes they turn up fairly quickly because the child being unsupervised is generally an odd occurrence, but with the time of day, it's a little... There aren't too many people around, so it's easy for children to slip out of their parents' hands when they see something interesting to them. Also,
enough.
you, ma'am, have a very, very deep voice, if I do say so.
Thank you. I've been told that a lot. I just, although most people would say it's a lovely baritone, but, more direct way of phrasing it, I suppose.
Yes, of course. I did not mean any harm by it. We have plenty of carnies here with interesting attributes themselves.
I sure would hope so. That's what makes the carnival so much fun, right?
Yes, of course.
Well, if it's our first time at the carnival, what would you recommend we start with?
Well, my personal favorite is the Maze of Mirrors. That always... You think it would be a simple maze that you could get through easily, but it's much more... I guess I should ask, are you more of a games person, of a food person, of an attraction sort of person?
I look to Stellara without saying her name.
Games.
Games then. Ooh, you're in for a real beating then.
Excuse
A
me?
what?
A what?
A beating. Yeah. These games, they look easy to win, of course, but they are much trickier than you would expect. We, of course, have your traditional ring tosses and fishing games. We also have a few of a more particular nature that involve some magical contraptions that can shooting sort of crossbow shooting games to with flying targets and various other games of the sort there.
Let's say we wanted to get, first of all, those sound fun. Let's say we wanted to get ourselves some masks, higher quality. What would we do in order to get that?
Yes, there are stalls all over that sell all sorts of things, many including masks themselves. And he kind of points over to a section. That's where most of our food stalls and gift stalls and the sort are. You will also find plenty of others throughout the carnival.
Okay. Well, I definitely heard you when you said that, the carnival won't be open for much longer. So I think we won't delay any longer and try to, enjoy a little bit of it before it closes for the night.
Yes, by all means.
And I start walking away and sort of gesture for Stellar to follow me.
Yes, I will walk away.
All right, you both walk away. You see this individual, Jax, behind you, sort of hands behind their back, standing up straight and watching you. It's very hard to tell what their face is like because, mask.
Well, I think that maybe we try first to just see if we can find one of those stalls that sells the masks, just to see if they look the same. And then also then it won't raise any suspicion if I'm holding a mask after we see them.
I suppose it's fair.
And then after that we could try a game or two, see how this whole thing works.
Sounds like a plan.
Or else what do you think?
Pretty much what you said.
I'm glad we are on the same
That seems
page.
like our main course of action here.
Something just feels a little off to me. I can't put my fingers on it.
Yeah, I expected more to sex at the sex cult, but
That too.
maybe that's in like a different area.
It's probably in one of the tents.
Yeah. Should we stay out of the tents?
Maybe just for tonight, at least. I bet there's less lewd stuff happening in the middle of the day.
Ah, that's fair.
We're out of fair.
True.
It is so it is 10. And this sounds like maybe a good place to leave off if we wanted to. If you guys wanted to continue, I'm fine with that as well.
Basil, how are you feeling? Or sorry, Alex, how are you feeling?
Oh, I'm Basil playing Alex.
Oh yeah, Basil playing
Yeah.
Alex. How are you feeling?
I think I got another half hour in me. If you think that we can find another natural resting point in that time.
Yeah, sure. You good with that?
Another half
Solara playing Riley?
Yeah, I can do another half hour. I do want to have time to take a shower before I go to bed, but that's about it. I take really long showers. It's the only issue, but
Yeah, I get it.
um, but yeah, that's about all I got going on after this. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
So it sounds like a half hour is a perfect amount of time.
yeah, I'm down for a half hour.
All right. Sounds good. So what is it you're doing then?
I think we're gonna try to find a stall that's selling masks first to sort of investigate if they seem the same as the ones that we currently have as evidence. And then if depending on what happens with that, the next thing is we're gonna just go to the games and see sort of what draws people to come to here.
Yeah, sure. You find a mask stall that has a number of different masks on it. Some are more monster-like, some are more like humorous, some are more, some are a bit plainer, some are a bit more extravagant.
Do they look
You
like
see,
George Bush?
no, I mean, you see one that is like a white person with, or a white human with like gray hair, but that's about the best. And they all seem to be made of like clay. They're not like full head masks.
Do they seem similar to the mask that I have, though?
Give me an investigation check.
Can do.
You also see the person manning the stall, tall woman with kind of.
Damn it.
Oof.
What are my rolls today?
Yeah.
And
She-
then
The person manning the stall has like a
it's
dragon-like
plus
mask on.
5. It's so I have a 5, but I'm also proficient and expertise.
Oh, okay. So you add your. This was investigation. So what is that?
Yeah.
Intelligence or wisdom?
Yeah, it's intelligence.
And so you add your intelligence, you add your proficiency
I think I
bonus,
already did that.
and then you add your proficiency
I did
bonus.
that. Yeah, so I think I just added the 2 points that I initially had from it because my investigation or my intelligence. I don't know. I get so confused.
Oh, is
We'll have to,
is your intelligence -1?
It is.
Okay, so
I have a
it's
5 in here now.
-1 +3 +3, so that's +5.
So that is accurate. So I did it for some
Sounds
of them
like
and
it.
not for others.
Okay, you might want to do that for all of them and just make sure that they're all the correct numbers.
Yeah, I might need your help off camera for that. I get confused
All
with
right.
the number stuff.
No problem. So give me a roll a d6 for me.
I don't know why my rolls are also cursed tonight. A 3.
Oh my god, they are.
Well,
Holy
that's out of 6.
shit.
That's out of 6.
Yeah,
That's out of 6.
this is d6.
Okay. Okay. I'm. You're right. You're right.
But still.
Yeah. Well, at least it's like halfway.
It's hard to tell, but they seem more different than the same. I mean, they're both made of clay. The mask you have is much thinner and is much more plain than any of these masks.
Is it more? I should? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna, because I've confused myself a little bit. I'm gonna go, Samara, quietly. Samara, do these masks seem like the mask of the one that's been causing the problems? I can't tell.
Can I tell?
You can make an investigation check.
Alright, I'll make an investigation check.
So passing the baton. Maybe you can roll better than me.
Well, at least my investigation is.
I mean, you're lucky
better
there's
than
only
yours.
2 of you. Because that's like the max I'll let you.
Yikes.
Give me a roll a d6 for me.
Is it a nat 1?
That wasn't
Actually,
that one,
roll
yeah.
a d4 for me.
Uh-oh.
2.
You don't think these are the same masks?
These are different masks,
No.
Basil. What are you talking about?
God damn it. I think that maybe we should get 1 or 2 for when we're here tomorrow. Just to sort of keep ourselves more anonymous. And so I like walk up closer to the shopkeeper and I go, excuse me, how much are your masks?
Oh, hi. Which mask are you looking at? You are free to describe a mask if you want.
I want one that looks like let me make sure I say the right thing here. It's like I think it's called like a Tengu. Yeah, Tengu red mask. It's like a Japanese guy who has like a little goatee, beard, a mustache, and a long red nose.
Oh, yeah. You find one pretty similar to that. That one there will be, say 3 silver.
Okay. And my friend here might want one. Which one would you like, friend?
She has to peek over the counter at Stellara. Yeah, sorry, I didn't see you there. Well, which one would you like?
Can I get the purple one?
Which purple one? There's a
Stars
bunch
on
of
it.
purple ones.
Probably the one with the stars on it.
Yeah, the purple one with the stars on it. With the swirls too. That one right there. And I point
You
to the
see
purple one with the
one.
stars and swirls.
You see one that's like a dark purple mask that has like lighter purple swirls throughout it with like a purple background, and it has like, instead of eyes, it has like star-shaped cutouts and like a star-shaped mouth cutout. Yeah,
you
that
look
one
like
will
one of
be.
the members of KISS.
Yeah, that one will be another 2 silver. 5 silver
Okay.
all in all.
I was looking at that other one that's like just for the top half of the face. It kind of just goes over the eyes. And it's just like a pretty plain black mask with some sort of spikes above the eye holes. How much is that one?
Okay, I have to ask what it is you're referencing here.
Hey, I'm not referencing anything. I was just
Oh,
trying to think
okay.
of one that Basil himself could actually wear with his big ass nose.
Oh,
Because I
okay.
realized if he put on this one that I just described, it would just sit at the end of his snoot and it wouldn't
That's
fit
fine.
at all. And so I was like, oh, maybe I should buy one that he could actually wear if I need to do that.
Fair enough. Yeah, that one will be 2 silver as well. So you looking for all 3 of
hand
them?
that over. Yeah.
So that'll be 8 silver all in all.
Okay.
Sounds good.
We pay for that.
I'll pay the 2 silver, and you want to pay for yours, or?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, you are now the new owners of 3 masks. Well, 2 masks for Basil, 1 mask for Solara.
Let's go. We got masks.
Okay. I'm just going to put my masks in the bag for now. And then, what do you think, Stella? Should we head towards the games?
I mean, we could put on the mask and then head towards the games.
I walk away a little bit from the booth so nobody can hear me and go, my actual head is down here. I don't think I could put on the mask.
You haven't
How's that
used
work?
this, have you? Like you've really only used this once, right?
Yeah, to fool the knife salesman.
Yeah. Hmm? You'll have to try it?
I mean, I guess I'll try putting on the mask.
Do you try
away from the vendor?
Do you try putting on the mask to your illusory self or to your actual self?
The illusory self.
Stellar, you see the illusory Basil just reach way up over their head with the mask and try to put it on.
You doing all right there, Basil? You missed your phase.
I'm struggling a little bit. You think you could help me?
Sure, I'll grab the mask and put it on his head.
Again, Basil's illusory head or actual head?
Wherever I see his head, which would probably be the illusionary head.
Yeah. It just sort of goes through.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Basil, where did you say your head is? Point for me real quick.
I think it's up here somewhere.
No, your actual head, because it does not work for your head.
Well, it won't make sense if my chest is wearing a mask, will it?
Oh, where? It might.
I put
the
point to my
fucking
head.
mask into his chest where his head should be.
So first of all, Basil, did you try to point to your head?
Yeah.
Stellara understood, or Riley understood the assignment, and Basil, and the illusory Basil just pointed to their head. If you just shove the mask into the illusory Basil's chest, I mean, you know about how tall Basil is, right? You've been with them for a while.
Yeah, we've been together for a bit, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You do just kind of smack it onto Basil's face, and the mask does appear on the illusory double. The illusory visage.
Hell yeah. There you go, Basil. All taken care of.
Interesting. Huh.
It, of course, looks like... I mean, it did, to any bystanders, there are not many people here, and you did pull away from them, it did definitely just look like a kobold slammed this mask into this Siderian's chest, and it appeared on their face.
Oh, I just realized we just put on a mask from the fair that is causing people to be sick.
This is correct, yes, but we determined they are different masks. On a natural 1, we determined that they are different masks.
Give me a Constitution saving throw, Basil.
God.
One of these times I'm owed a good roll.
It doesn't have to be this time, though.
Yeah. I don't add anything to that, do I?
What's your Constitution save?
3.
3, so you add 3 to it.
So we do that. So it's 12.
So it's 12. Okay. You can continue.
It's so hard not to metagame. It's so hard.
Don't do it. Don't metagame.
No. It's like rolling Constitution is just never a good sign. Stellar, are you gonna put yours on?
Yeah, I put mine on.
Do you just put it on like you would normally put on a mask?
I would put it on like how I guess I don't know.
Like, you're not going to try to put it on your illusory self, which is currently at your chest.
I'm gonna put it on my normal self.
Okay. You're not gonna do what Basil did, basically.
Correct.
Basil, you do just see Stellara's illusory kobold form, take the mask and put it on their face. And I also need a Constitution saving throw from Stellara.
8.
Total?
Okay. You guys can continue.
Oh no.
Do we feel any different with them on?
We're fucking dead. We're goners. We're out of here.
You just put masks on. This is what you get for having that one session where you just rolled like nat 20 after nat 20 after nat 20 after nat 20.
I know, but I didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah, it feels like you
higher than like a 14 today.
Yo, I got a nat 20 today, so like I can't complain.
Oh, must be nice.
You also got a nat 20 when you had a +0 for your modifier, so like that's great.
Oh.
Okay. So you put the masks on. You don't notice anything. But you put them on.
Mm-hmm.
What do y'all do now?
I guess we go over
go to
by
the
the
games.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see a number of games ranging from like the ring tosses and like darts and like crossbow shooting games to ones that are a bit more complicated and have a bit of magic going on with them that are almost like they seem to be like a more test of skill kind of games than like tests of chances. But you also see ones that are just like pick the right card, pick the or drop a ball in a like a pachinko machine, and things like that.
Where do you want to start, Stellar?
Let's go to the pachinko machine.
Okay.
All right. So you step up to the pachinko machine. You see a guy there. He's wearing a mask that is looks almost like a bulldog with like droopy cheeks on it that like go below their chin. Except that it also has like eyes that are stacked on top of each other. like 2 sets of eyes. You see them yawn. Hi there. Welcome. Would you like to test your luck?
Sure.
Go for it, Basil. You got this.
It'll be a silver to play, and you drop a ball in, and depending on where it hits is the prize you get. And he kind of points behind him, and you see a bunch of like very small trinkets and like big like stuffed toy as well. A couple of them.
Do any of the prizes look like any good? Like, what is the best prize?
There's a big stuffed toy. That's about it. It doesn't seem all that worthwhile. Probably worth more than a silver, but also not like tremendously valuable or anything.
Yeah.
Most of them are just like little trinkets that are like finger puppets or like small yo-yos or things of that nature.
Lock picking kits and ball bearings. Gun.
Not quite any of those.
Fucking gun. Oh my god.
A deck of many things.
Yo.
There's a deck of cards. Maybe it is.
Let's go for it. Basil, get the deck of cards. I point to it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll play.
All right. He hands you like a wooden ball. Is there anything you do, or do you just drop it in?
I roll it between my hands and blow on it for luck. And then I put it in.
All right. Give me a D100 roll.
Okay. $18.
You see it ding 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 and lands in one of the black squares at the bottom. Ah, too bad. Would you like to try again? You don't get anything for that one.
Pilar, do you want to give it a try?
I got this. Watch this, Basil. I hand him a silver.
Okay, hands you a ball, takes the one out from the back. Do you do anything to it? Or do you just drop it in?
Hmm.
Can I cheat?
I ask Stellar. I tell Stellar.
You can certainly
quietly.
try.
I tell Stellar quietly. I'm like, investigate.
Investigate what?
Investigate the ball.
I look at the ball.
Give me an investigation check.
Back. 7.
It
What'd you
looks like a wooden ball.
I got a 7.
No, okay. Guess it's totally legit.
Seems pretty legit. Does rolling the D100 count as an ability check?
Are you doing anything to the ball?
I want to use guidance to get an additional score on my D100.
I will. Give me a. What components does guidance have? Like verbal somatic component? Or verbal somatic material? Verbal somatic?
Verbal somatic. Yeah.
Okay. So that means you have to do something with your hands and say something out of your mouth. How are you
But, like,
concealing this?
I mean, didn't Basil try like saying some like good luck stuff and be like, "This is some good luck"? I can just make it seem like I'm just like trying to like he blew on it. He blew on it. I
You
can
know,
make it look
that
like it's a
is
good luck thing.
that is an entirely fair argument. Yeah, I'll let you do that. You can add a D4 to it.
So do I do 1d100 plus 1d4? All right. Will that work?
I will let you do a D12 because it's a D100.
Oh,
Oh yeah. All right. 84.
You didn't even.
Damn.
That D12 didn't even do anything.
It got me from an 81 to an 84.
Yeah. It lands in one of the. It lands in one of the green squares. The middle square is like a golden square, and there's black squares, there's green squares, there's blue squares, there's red squares. Oh, looks like you won something, little lady. You're welcome to take a prize from the middle shelf here. And you see like kind of mid-sized things, all of which are definitely less than a silver. The only one that's like more than a silver is the big plush toy.
Hell yeah.
But what do you want from that shelf?
What are the options?
What do you want from that shelf? I'll let you. I will let you decide within reason what's on that shelf. Within reason, decide what's on that shelf.
I'll just what is within reason?
Otherwise, if you don't have any idea, there are some like small stuffed animals, and like small like that big sort of thing. There are
playing card deck earlier. I'll just take that.
Yeah, that'll work great. He hands over a deck of cards for you.
you feel a magical presence inside of them.
Actually, no, not at all. Yeah, you have a deck of cards.
Let's go. Cards. Save.
I want to try one more time.
Yeah, go for it. You hand over another silver, right?
Yep. And I am
All right.
going to investigate the ball.
All right. Go for it. Make an investigation check.
Oh god.
Plus 5, so 9.
You know, this ball is made of wood.
Interesting. I put it in and let it drop.
All right, give me a D100.
$25.
25. It falls down. Looks like it's gonna go in another black square, but at the last second falls into a red square.
Yo.
Yes.
Well, congratulations. You have You've won from our bottom shelf, and these are where it's like a finger puppet or like a piece of candy, like a single piece of candy, things like that. What would you like?
Is there one of those rubber poppers where you flip it inside out and you put it on the table and you wait and it goes and it flies up in the air?
Sure, there's one of those.
I get that.
All right, you get a rubber popper.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Well, there's plenty more prizes for you two to win if you would like to continue playing.
No, I think that we're gonna move on to the next stall for now, but we'll be back tomorrow. Maybe we'll test our luck again.
Well, all right then. Come back at a more lively time. I'm sure you'll have a lot more fun here.
Okay.
Sure.
Yes.
So
I'm walking away. I go like, do you think we should just go outside of the carnival and take a rest?
I mean, how little time we have, but maybe.
I'm just going off of the time of actual night.
Oh, I mean, we could just call
it's getting pretty late in game. Now would not be a terrible time to rest. Anyways.
Sure, let's do that.
Did we take any damage from the student possession chain thing?
No.
Just psychological damage?
Yep. Especially Stellara.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
There's
what
a
she gets
mental
for
hole.
going in holes.
Yeah.
It was an after effect of the hole you went in. Or a pre-effect of knowing you were going to go back down in the hole. Or just a mental hole, like Alex said. Anyways. Would you like to, So you head outside. There isn't a village nearby, so are you just gonna walk a ways away and camp?
Sure.
Alright. You find a good spot, presumably with a tree or two to kind of hide you from sight a little bit. And you set up camp and go to rest.
We do that.
Would you like to sign us out, Alex?
Sure. Keep forgetting like my sign out, so I just keep making it up every time.
Whatever is good enough.
Thank you for watching us once again here at Oatmeal and Chaos. We're signing out now, starting with Riley
Good night.
and Astrid
Good night.
and me. Good night. And we'll see you next week where maybe we punch a carny. Who knows?
Oh, we might.
We very well could.
Yeah, it's very possible, actually.
You know, we're gonna get canceled now. Oatmeal and Chaos going around punching carnies.
Ah, damn it.
Can't believe you guys.
Carny.
We had a good run.
Carnies. But anyways, we'll see you next time, and we hope you join us then. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.